¿Mira de aquí para arriba?
Yeah.
¿De dónde?
De tu panza para arriba.
¿De aquí?
Ajá.
¿O de aquí?
No, a little bit more up from down. There, to up, se te mira. Okay. Hey guys, so I wanted to officially bring in Albert because he's been in my videos but never like a good proper sit down, and I decided to do a story on how we met.
That's right.
Okay, so it's gonna be long because we've been knowing each other for a decade now.
Pónganse cómodos porque este va a ser un long video.
We'll try not to make it too long. Okay, so it started in 2008. Do you want to start or I start?
That was 2008.
Yeah, so a decade ago. I know.
I've seen you.
Do you want to start or I start?
No, you start.
Okay. So we met at church, and I was young. I was 16. No, I was 15 when we... Yeah, I was 15. So we started dating when I was 16. Okay, so it started in 2008. And it was, we met at church. In our church for Mother's Day, they do a special little thing for the moms. And we had to, pass out roses to all the mothers. So they paired up, you know, there was a lot of teenagers. So they paired up all the teenagers from tallest to shortest. And we happened to be the tallest ones out of everybody. So they paired us together. So they paired us up together, and I was so excited because I've always had a crush on Albert since I can remember, since I started going to that church when I was like 12. I remember I always had my eyes on him. I was like, dang, he's so cute. So anyways, I was so excited when they paired us up. Do you want to tell me how you got my number?
Yes, it was that day, I think. After church, we went to inside. We had our church has a ¿cómo se llama? Un salón social. Y right there we were together at the table, we were eating dinner that day. So it was like, it was at that age where I don't know if you guys remember, we used to sell like this pictures, animated pictures that says I love you, or like it had like a little heart with the blood or something. It would be like I love you, or like that. You probably remember this one, the one that it was
it was 2008, so we didn't have no emojis or none of those gifs, little pictures. It was like the text messages that you would forward. Pictures. Yeah, like those animated pictures that you would like forward, like ooh, send this to 10 people that you love, or this and that, like little cheesy little messages.
So with that phone, and I was going through it, and she's like, oh, let me see what you have, and then I was like, I don't know if she asked me how did I get them or something like that. I'm like, oh, you don't have them? I'll send them to you. Can I have your number so I can send them to you? You know. So that's the way I got her number from that day.
Yeah. So he got my number then, and then from then on we just started texting. We were texting, and I remember, and this is something that I always bring up because I would never understand. I always bring it up to him. We were, you know, barely started texting, and I tell him, it was so cheesy. Remember, I was 15, okay? No, I was 16 at the time, yeah. I was 16, you know?
18 or 19.
I was 16, so I was texting him, and it was very cheesy, and I had said, I was like, oh, you asked me, who do you like?
Yeah.
And then I was dumb, obviously we didn't really like each other, but he texted me, he's like, who do you like? And I was like, oh, I like you. You know, I'm like, who do you like?
And I didn't answer.
And he didn't text back.
It was during text, so it was at night.
No, it was at night. Yeah, it was at night.
Texting.
So I was so excited. Yeah, we were texting, and then I'm like, who do you like? And nothing. I get no text back the whole night, you know. And then the next day, the next day comes, and then that's when you like text it or something. And I was like, who does that? I was like in the most like spiciest conversation. I'm like, oh, who do you like, and this and that, and he like does not reply. And I always bring it up till this day, because I'm like, he's like, oh, I had to work and sleep early. I was like, that was that.
La dejé con la duda.
I know. So then fast forward to October 2018, and then that's when he officially
2018?
2008, October 2008, that same year.
Cuando te pedí que si querías ser mi novia. Y me dijiste que sí.
Somewhere romantic. It was at a Starbucks parking lot. He asked me to be his girlfriend. How romantic. Okay, now let's talk about our first kiss. When was it? Was it that same day when you asked me to, right? I think so.
I think it was the same day.
Okay, we never kissed before we dated. You know, we started talking in May, and then we started officially dating in October. So between May and October, we never kissed because we said we're not gonna kiss until we're officially dating. So I was just waiting for him to ask the question, you know? But we were like tempted so many times. I remember we used to do this, remember? We used to do this, like, cause we could have kissed like in the cheek and everything, but if it, we never kissed like lip to lip until we started dating. Hasta luego la hacíamos así. We'll go like this and like like stuff, like the most like silliest things. And then when he asked me to be his girlfriend, then that's when we knew it was coming. So we're like, oh, let's go to the park and walk around. Remember?
Yeah, we're just waiting for that.
And then, so that was October 2008. And then fast forward to January 26, 2013, I said when he proposed. He proposed to me on his birthday, so you know.
That was the only day that I could do it without her knowing that I was gonna propose to her, because any other day she would figure out, because she always figured things out. There's no way that I can have or do special surprises for her, because she always figures it out. So I was like, man, I need to figure out a day to propose to her. So I was like, I got it. It will be in my birthday. So
on my birthday. So then we went to what was it? Pleasure Pier on Galveston. We went to the beach over there, but I kind of expected it because he was extra sweet, and I'm not saying he's not sweet, but on our way to Galveston, we were driving, and I remember he was like saying like, oh, put some romantic music on and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, and he was just being extra sweet, so I was like, okay, something's up. So yeah, we were on the Ferris wheel, and he waited all the way till we got to the top, and he got on one knee and you know, proposed to me. So of course I said yes.
I was ready. If she said no, I was gonna jump down.
Okay, no. And fast forward to March.
A year after?
A year after, yeah. So that was 2013. And then we got married in March 2014. Almost 4 years now. And
almost 4 years. That's right.
Now we're here. That's all, you guys, on how we met. But I did want to say thank you. I've read I've received so many messages about my last video I posted about my infertility story. And I just want to say thank you. I've read each and one of your guys' messages. They were sweet, inspiring. So thank you so much, you guys. Oh, baby. Marriage taught me. I guess not to be selfish, and like Albert said, you can't change somebody. We're gonna disagree on things, and that's okay. It's normal to disagree on things, because I feel like we disagree on like 100%.
That's one of the things that I don't like. She agrees to disagree, which is something that I don't like.
I think it's something. I'm always, because we disagree on so many things. So in arguments and stuff like that, I'll just be like, okay, we'll agree to disagree, and then just like that.
It's something that I don't like, because I like to talk to and go through it, the whole process, and find what part of it is not, what part of it she doesn't like, so I can change. But she always wants to agree to disagree. It's something that I don't like. But it's okay.
So anyways, yeah.
I learned,
okay, so.
Well, I was just gonna say that I learned not to be mad at her, even whenever like we're gonna go to sleep or something. I learned not to be mad at her or to go to sleep being mad at each other. We just always try to find a way to forgive each other before going to sleep.
Not to sleep angry. Yeah, so I've just learned that it's okay to disagree on things.
Learned good things from you, like you have a lot of love to animals.
I do.
And you have a lot of love to other things which I didn't have, and I learned to have that love too. But I have learned to love more, and to be more considerate of others.
And I think the most important thing is putting God first.
Oh yeah, that's the most important thing as well. So like if you put God before anything, everything else is gonna fall
Into place.
which is something that we believe in, and I strongly believe in, and I always put God before anything. Confiando en Dios y no quiten su mirada en Dios y solo pídanle a Dios que les dé paciencia para poder saber esperar a su tiempo y entender sus decisiones.
So once again, thank you guys for your lovely messages. And that is all. Okay. God bless you. Bye. Never go like that.
Oh.
Go like that. Come on, do it with me.
Y mucho amor.
No, baby. Ready? Look.
Eso es como le haces.
Alright, bye guys.